from the Eden Stadium in Athens, Ohio. It's the Eastern Michigan Eagles and the Ohio Bobcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Ohio's head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bobcats offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And here comes the guy that'll be running the show. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hodges. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting in. I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
The Bobcats will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Now on the move. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it himself. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on fourth down. So Eastern Michigan's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense,
finding some room. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Man, it's nice when you can buy some space coming out of your own end zone with a nice, productive run.
Snap the ball, thinking about make sure we don't get a safety, and now all of a sudden you've got a drive started. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got it in the middle. It's Mack. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's such an underrated skill when you watch quarterbacks, man. To be able to see him, he sees the receiver breaking from the right side of the field, but you got to be able to read the coverage in front, and that's really good timing, getting the ball out of your hands, knowing when he's going to come open, and putting the ball right on.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job, not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Had to throw it before he wanted.
he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. To throw, it's Kim. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Bennett. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run play action. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Eagles! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Powers through the defender. Across the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it. Once you get closer to that red area, man, you get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air, it's Kim. Going downfield for the big play. Upstairs to make the catch.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a...
Makes the grab and room to run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Eagles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the QB saw it right away. He knew it. As soon as he got that football, he got it in his hands. He loved his matchup, finding the big fella, getting the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pressure coming. At the 35, he's got room. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now
gashes the heart of the knee. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
They've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now.
And the ball's free deep in his own territory. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
He'll do it himself. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Bennett. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with UCF taking on the number 4 team, the BYU Cougars.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me coming out of the locker room. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Defense looks as if it's coming. Dropping back, it's Kim. A little release to the back. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On the move, he fires. He's got the tight end. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. 3rd down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Took a shot as he threw.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Eagles want to move quickly.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Smashes ahead. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. And he's got room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Here's the pressure. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense dialed up a blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew he was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Flips it out to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's 3rd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Makes the catch and he's free. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Bobcats right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a second down play. On the option. Knocked off his feet.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
There's an example of going to your tight end on 3rd down. You don't quite have to throw to the sticks with him because he can make somebody miss and then go do the rest of the work himself. Really nice individual effort that time by the big fella.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. That pass is incomplete. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. On the move. Gets it. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I'm a good play caller when I got a guy like this at the quarterback spot. Like, he's so adept at seeing where the space is, finding it, breaking through it. And Palmer, this isn't the first time he's made a play today.
No, you're right, David, and it's got to be frustrating for the defense because they knew with his running ability he was going to get his touches, and they knew they had to be able to slow him down from running the football, but they haven't been able to do that. When you've got speed like this guy has, and you can throw it the way he does, he just causes so many problems for you as a defensive coordinator. This guy is going to be a problem for any defense that faces him this season.
Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Kim. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Quarterback keeper. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Ohio! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle every...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it, they're on the run. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Off the RPO, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The option, he'll keep it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Grab behind the line, it's Bowman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bobcats. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Eastern Michigan, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Kim. Takes his shot. Makes the grab, it's Blackwell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are.